Welcome to the Dream Life. This is Architect Daryl, and today we'll be talking about water kefir and how to ferment it. So what is a water kefir? It is a probiotic beverage made with water and kefir grains. Water kefir grains can be used to culture sugar, juice, or coconut water. Water kefir grains consist of bacteria and yeast existing in a symbiotic relationship. The term kefir grains describes the look of the culture only. Water kefir grains contain no actual grains such as wheat or rye. Kefir contains fewer strains of bacteria and yeast than milk kefir. On the other hand, water kefir contains far more than other cultured products like yogurt or buttermilk. Water kefir is also gluten-free. What does water kefir taste like? The taste of finished water kefir varies greatly depending on the sugar used and the culturing time. Water kefir can be fairly sweet and may have a flat taste unless, like what we do, that we flavor it during the second fermentation with fruits. Here I'm saving the green grapes so that I can flavor my water kefir with it. So our idea is to use the fruit that we have in the farm and in the garden to water our ferments. So that makes it more sustainable for us because, for example, what is in season is what we use. Like we have lemongrass here, tamarind, and we even use rose petals to flavor our kombucha and kefir. So use what you have, and it's very easy to do. It's just sugar and water and then the kefir grains. Remember to use only glass containers when fermenting your kefirs and your kombucha. There are endless ways to flavor water kefir. You can even use ginger, fruits, leaves. Just use what you have in the garden. Be zero cost. Water kefir is a probiotic beverage linked to various health benefits, including improved immunity and even protection against certain types of cancer. Dairy-free and vegan-friendly, this tasty beverage offers beneficial bacteria and yeast and can easily be made at home from sugar, water, and water kefir grains. So first is we are already harvesting the first batch. So we're putting it in a glass bottle. We're just filling it up. Usually every week we do 2 bottles of 1 liter each. So here I'm using the unripe grapes from our garden. So this one we're doing both flavoring and harvesting. So first I'm showing you how we are harvesting the kefir for flavoring for our second fermentation. And then after that we fill it up again for another batch of water kefir. A fun trivia, we're researching if water kefir can help you lose weight. Well, it says that if you include low-fat kefir in your diet, it will help you lose weight. Kefir is rich in protein, which will help you feel full for long periods of time. Although, of course, if you drink too much kefir, you can also gain weight. So, just a balance of everything. So what we need for the brew is just water and sugar. Kefir uses the sugar during the fermentation process. So sugar is the one that's feeding the kefir grains for the fermentation to take place. Usually the ratio is for every 3 cups of water, you add 1/4 cup of unrefined sugar. But for us, we just taste it. If it's already sweet, then it's good to go. But you can check out the other formulation also, but this one is very easy. It's just water and sugar, and then of course you need to have your kefir starter grains. So if you don't have one, you can't make a water kefir. So either you find someone who has water kefir and you request from them, or for like us, we bought our kefir starter from a friend. So doing the kefir will not be possible if you don't have the kefir grain starter. So just mix the water and the sugar properly so that there are no sugar granules when you mix the kefir already. So this one we're doing 1 pitcher, and then we just pour it on the fermentation jar that we have. This one is the first is the harvest that we did earlier, kefir with grapes. We also put label and dates so that you know when to harvest, because usually kefir will just take 2 days for the first fermentation, and then in our practice also 2 days in room temperature, and then we put it inside the refrigerator already. So after we harvest 2 liters every week from this jar, and then we also refill on the same day so that it's easier to remember, and it will be good if you put label. So just pour in your water and sugar mixture into the kefir jar. So we're doing like a continuous brew also here, wherein we don't take out the kefir grains already. We just refill it every time when we harvest. So that's just it, and then cover with cloth and band so that no insects or dust can get inside the jar. Just make sure that it's properly covered so the kefir can ferment. We must put a cloth on top so that it is able to breathe inside, because remember, our kefir grains is a living thing. So one very important practice is to put the date when you refilled so that you will know when to harvest. So it's 12/20 when we did this. That means that on December 22 we'll harvest again. So that's like every 2 days. So for me, kefir is faster to ferment and also has just 3 ingredients. So enjoy your water kefir, and hopefully you'll be able to subscribe to our channel so that you'll have updates. Thank you.